11 Habits of People with High IQ, a Stoic Perspective. Intelligence is nothing without mastery over the self. In a world that glorifies fast answers, flashy credentials, and viral cleverness, true intelligence is often confused with quick wit or encyclopedic memory. But the Stoics saw intelligence not as what one knows, but how one lives. The high IQ individual in the Stoic sense is not merely smart, they are wise. They are measured, principled, self-governing, and devoted to understanding both the world and themselves. They do not chase applause, they pursue virtue. They are not drawn to superficial debate, they seek deep understanding. This video explores 11 habits of truly intelligent people, not from the view of modern performance metrics, but from the timeless lens of Stoic philosophy. If you seek not just to be intelligent, but to embody intelligence in how you live, this is your guide. The Stoic ideal of intelligence. The Stoics, Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, never measured intelligence by IQ tests or verbal fluency. For them, the highest intellect was demonstrated not in talk, but in action. How one handles adversity, how one treats others, and how one governs their impulses. Wisdom, not cleverness, was their ideal. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." An intelligent person, to the Stoic, is one who does not waste, not time, not energy, not moral strength. They live deliberately, guided by reason, and tethered to reality. In a superficial world full of distractions, outrage, and egotism, these 11 habits will not only make you mentally sharper, but spiritually unshakable. Let us begin. 1. They think before reacting. If someone does wrong, the harm is to themselves. If you take it personally, the harm is yours. Marcus Aurelius. The hallmark of a high IQ person isn't how fast they speak, but how slowly they react. Where others flare up, the intelligent pause. They suspend judgment. They analyze before acting. This composure is not weakness, but power, a strength born from mastering the self. This aligns perfectly with Stoicism. Emotions are not to be suppressed, but examined and redirected. Reactivity is a failure of reason. Patience is its triumph. In conflict, take a breath. Ask, is this under my control? Respond only after your reason has spoken. 2. They align intellect with ethics. What is the point of having knowledge if you do not use it to live well? Seneca. Intelligence is meaningless if it serves no virtue. The Stoics valued moral clarity more than mental agility. True intelligence means using your mind to live rightly, to act justly, to choose wisely, to speak honestly. The intelligent person does not rationalize vice, they rise above it. They are not deceived by their own cleverness. They use their mental gifts to elevate, not manipulate. Regularly ask yourself, am I using my intelligence to make others better or just to seem better? 3. They reflect constantly. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates, a Stoic inspiration. High IQ individuals engage in daily reflection. They review their actions, thoughts, and progress. They do not fear flaws, they seek them out to grow. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is the prime example. A Roman emperor keeping a private journal, questioning his motives, refining his mind. Reflection reveals blind spots, it refines thought, and it ensures one's intellect is not wasted on aimless living. At the end of each day, journal. What did I do well? Where did I falter? What will I improve tomorrow? 4. They seek truth, not victory. Don't aim to win the argument, aim to understand. Epictetus. High IQ individuals value truth over ego. They do not argue to dominate, they inquire to learn. Their identity is not built on being right, but on being open. In debate, they listen deeply. In disagreement, they ask questions. They are immune to the need to always win, because their self-worth is rooted in clarity, not conquest. This detachment from ego is pure Stoicism. When corrected, say, thank you. Let your pride die so your mind can grow. 5. They are comfortable with silence. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. Attributed to many, practiced by the Stoics, highly intelligent people do not fill silence with noise. They are comfortable listening, observing, contemplating. In meetings, they wait before speaking. In conversation, they value depth over performance. Their restraint allows them to see what others miss. The Stoics practiced inner stillness and outer economy of words. They believed that noise is often the mask of ignorance. Speak less today, listen fully, Let your silence reveal your discernment. 6. They stay calm under pressure. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water. Marcus Aurelius. High IQ individuals often display emotional regulation. Their intelligence is not scattered in panic. It is concentrated in clarity. When things go wrong, they breathe, assess, and respond. While others flail, they remain composed. This mental composure is not genetic, it's trained, and it mirrors the Stoic concept of ataraxia, tranquility, a soul untouched by chaos. In stress, pause and ask, is my panic helping or harming? Choose reason, act from your center. 7. They love learning for its own sake. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable when it has taken hold of truth. Seneca. Highly intelligent people are lifelong learners, but unlike the careerist who learns to impress, they learn to become. They devour books. They seek conversations that challenge. They welcome complexity, not to show off, but to deepen their understanding of reality. This love of learning is a Stoic virtue, the constant refinement of the soul through wisdom. Replace 1 hour of entertainment with reading, study, or philosophy. Choose food for the mind over noise for the senses. 8. They focus on what matters. Most of what we say and do is not essential. High IQ people have the rare gift of focus. In a distracted world, they center themselves on the essential. They do not chase every trend, nor speak on every topic. They choose depth over breadth. They understand the cost of scattering their energy. Stoicism calls this living according to nature, doing what your soul is uniquely meant to do with presence and purpose. Each morning, list 3 essential tasks. Do them first. Eliminate the non-essential. Intelligence thrives in clarity. 9. They guard their attention. Associate with those who will make you better. Seneca. Intelligent people fiercely protect their mental environment. They know their attention is their most precious resource. They avoid gossip, shallow media, toxic people, and ideological noise, not out of superiority, but because they understand mental hygiene. They curate their influences. They nourish their mind, and they guard their soul from what is vulgar or vain. This discipline is Stoic to the core. Audit your inputs. Social media, news, people. Replace the low with the enlightening. 10. They take ownership of themselves. Don't hope that events will turn out the way you want. Welcome events in whatever way they happen. Epictetus. Intelligent people do not blame the world for their condition. They take full ownership of their thoughts, behaviors, and outcomes. They do not waste time resenting others. They do not indulge in victimhood. They ask, what is my role in this? What is my responsibility here? This self-accountability is central to Stoic ethics. Freedom begins when blame ends. When wronged, don't ask, why me? Ask, what can I do with this? Power begins with responsibility. 11. They practice inner discipline daily. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. The intelligent person understands that mental power must be trained. They rise early, manage their time, control their impulses, and nourish their soul. They do not confuse pleasure with happiness. They do not mistake freedom for license. They live deliberately because they have seen what happens when you don't. Their mind is not a wild horse, it is a tamed stallion. And so, in a world of superficiality, they are deep. In a world of noise, they are calm. In a world of crowds, they walk their own path. Build one daily ritual of discipline. Cold showers, early rising, journaling, fasting. Start small. Build mastery. Intelligence is not just what you know, it's who you choose to be. In the Stoic worldview, intelligence is moral, practical, and spiritual. It is not about dazzling others. It is about knowing yourself, mastering your mind, and living with wisdom. People with high IQ in the truest sense are not those who can memorize facts or win arguments. They are those who live wisely in a chaotic world. They do not flaunt their minds, they train them. They do not chase approval, they pursue clarity, and they do not waste energy on what they cannot control. They use it to improve themselves and serve others. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Let this be your aim, not just to be smart, but to be wise, virtuous, and unshakable. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Stoic content, and drop a comment with what hit hardest for you. Stay grounded. Until next time.